This is Serpentis Logistical Outpost, Stage 2. I'm Captain Ishtar, and let's get going. First thing first, I will need to deal with these neutralizers. Going that way. And wasps. What the wrong thing to do? Well, jammed for the first time. Straight off the gate. Let me kill that neutralizer. I'm gonna show the fitting I was using for the stage 1. It will be the same as for stage 2. So those two neutralizers are 35.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
And I will need to get in the opposite direction because those two neutralizers will spawn like in 2 minutes space or something. We spawn here and here. So I want to deal with both like immediately. Okay, recall drones. I want to need them. Hopefully not getting that much damage. The process got burning away from NPCs still does a lot of application. So, let's get my drone over there.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Yes, I'm jammed. Oops, drone's taking aggro. What? No. You don't eat my drones. Wow, the full pocket. Really? Really? Here we go.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
And those neutrals did spawn. They're over there. The first one. Wow, can target it up. Oh, gems are annoying. Okay, here we go. Need to pay attention to neutralizers.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Spills once. The other neutralizer is over there, so I will need to deal with it too. So every single neutralizer here is 70 gigajoule on these sides. Therefore, let's travel that way. As soon as those two neutrals are gonna die, it will be fine, because that side I don't care about it. Anything else except the NPCs eating my drones. What a pain. I could warp out, eject, and come back. Now should be fine. Let's keep going. And that will show the frigates. Well, actually, don't need to lock up those frigates. Let's get to the acceleration gate, and from that on, it should be just fine. Although we're gonna start eating my drones again. Whatever. Come back. I will meet you later on. And drones is back. At least one. Okay, return to sender. So now it's the question, do I want to deal with those NPCs constantly targeting me, or do I just want to get out and get in? So I'm gonna lose time on this one. Let's get out and come back in. I don't care.
Warp drive active.
I will be back in a minute. And back on grid. So I just went for a station, ejected onto tethering, and came back. Otherwise it's gonna be painful. Now I think there's NPCs gonna start vertical point me.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
As long as I'm not being whipped, I am just fine. Webs is a killer. On the run. Ooh, that took a long time to look up. So how we're gonna do the approach? How do I wanna approach it one? Okay. Those battleships kind of stuck over there, I think. Anyway. "14 kilometers. Yeah, I feel like it's the way to go. Let the drones do their job. Though finally do the job. They are not doing the job. I have a targeting the Sanchez. No. You need to kill those battlecruisers. I have zero control over drones. Wow. Being perma-jammed, that's what I wanted to do when I woke up today. Like, hey, good morning, perma-jams. Okay, go to the battle cruisers. Not cool battle cruiser, but a little cruiser. That one is probably elite of elite of elite. The best of the best of the best. So as soon as the cruiser are gonna die at elite, I will be able to look at that battleship, and it will need to go first, because that one is... Let's look at both them. Somehow this one was already kind of close to dying when I switched off. Anyway. At least when I'm chewing on my drones. Look up here. Okay, looks like those two battleships over there were moving. That's good. Good enough for me. Let's get a battleship here. We kind of was being shot at, so let's finish him. I guess the gates are locked. Yes. Anyway, I forgot the shot of it while I'm on grid here. So here's the Ishtar, nothing special. 5 DDAs get me about 750 DPS, roughly with the Wasps. I'm going without resistances whatsoever. Rigs are in TCC. The blue pill is just for the oh shit situation. Then I have a refit for being more cap stable, for travel, for more resistances. Don't need it, to be honest, except the travel fit. It will work just fine. Although last pocket, we'll see how it goes. You can kite stuff, but then the neutralizer gonna drain about 350 gigajoule a second or something. So it is a heavy hitter. It has a lot of HP. The first thing I will need to do is land on grids and start killing their frigates. Because if I will point a web you, which I don't want to have. Well, pointed is fine, but webbed, that's a deal breaker to me. Because I want to kite the stuff out of it. When those are done, I'm gonna start going for the sentries, since everything else either won't hit me or will hit me with least amount of damage, but the sentries will constantly apply damage, therefore I need to die first. And they're not gonna respawn. When the sentries are done, I'm gonna go for the neutralizer itself. It has a ton of HP, therefore we need a bit time to work on that one. Okay, let's approach the observation gate. Don't need prop anymore. Yeah, not the correct angle. Yeah, that's more like that. That will do. And the battleship is gonna too. Quadrants in. Started.
Warp drive active.
Okay, that is the pocket I'm most worried about. I'm gonna go that way. In a couple of minutes there will be neutralizing spawning, and I don't wanna have them. Those figures need to go, like immediately. So I hit Afterburner just to get out of range as much as I can. Just in case we're gonna try something sneaky on me, like a web. Okay, if we went for my drones, nope, you're not gonna eat my drones. And then neutralizer spawned, which means I will have a bad time. Okay. So the thing is, I can kite those for now at least, as long as it's not webbed, but the sentries need to go, because they're constantly applying damage and they will hit always. The neutralizer, well, as long as not taking damage, I'm not gonna use my shield booster that much, therefore less drain on that one. But it will drain like 312 gigajoule, which is a lot. So 1 sentry less means less damage on grid. Big hit. So now cruise missiles, sentries, thermal damage as always. They will always hit, so they need to be dealt with very fast. And after that, it is easier. Like as soon as I kill that neutralizer, the side will lose of its difficulty. So yeah, with the cap battery and 2 CCC plus the Flux Coil, you should be cap stable as long as you're not using your shield booster. So yeah, damage is minimal. It's still coming in, some hits, but it's doable. It says manageable completely. Anyway, don't do a mistake and go for the neutralizer. You can do it, but it is ill-advised. That neutralizer has a ton of HP, and everything is shooting you, especially the sentries, are gonna always hit, and that's gonna drain you constantly. Before you can finish that, just kill the sentries. You take out the DPS, which is killing you, and that neutralizer is no longer a threat. Nearly there. So from this point on, the site is as easy as it gets. The only thing you need to pay attention to is those frigates spawning. There are multiple ways you're gonna spawn here, 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 follow the space, and some of them will have frigates. Frigates will point web you, therefore take precaution, take them down as soon as you can. You can guide them, hit you from behind if you want to, that's completely up to you. But don't get into vicinity of them. Like there is no need to be in the vicinity of them at all. And shipwise being able to run this one is a Gila can do it, but Gila is kind of expensive. In my opinion, a passive buffer tank killer. Expensive due to hull. The vid itself is kind of cheap though. And the last frigate for now at least. So I'm still getting some hits from battle cruiser and cruisers. However, they're easy to deal with. Like, it's not a big hits you would expect. Although there's a bunch of battleships on grid. Still, you have a transfer, so you're kiting them. And you can stay away from cruisers and battle cruisers, therefore you won't take damage. Therefore, the only difficulty right now is the battleships. I do wonder what's gonna happen when I start killing the battleships only. Let's go this way. By the way, if you start killing the structure, it takes a lot of time to kill, it doesn't regenerate that much, but it doesn't drop anything anyway. So, kind of waste of time. Don't shoot it, just go for anything else. At some point, the commander gonna spawn, and as soon as you kill him, bookmark the position, or you can approach him, up to you how you deal it. How you deal with it. Loaded that one. Previous time it didn't drop anything significant except for the PC. And obviously a person effect. But I also heard from people the site can drop up to 1.4 bill, the highest, which is a good amount of risk. However, it takes a long time to run an Ishtar. Anyway, that fit is 205 million ISK, decently cheap. Actually 206. I don't have any inputs right now, except the cerebral accelerator over there. Give me a little bit more skill points over time, nothing special. Anything else pretty much Tech 2, as much as I can, except the battery and what's not. But yeah, meta Tech 2 will do just fine here. No need for blink. So previous time I needed about 53 minutes to clear the site. Let's see whether I can run it faster. My alignment is terrible. Yeah, let's see which one is next. I think that one will do. And next wave spawned. If I correctly, there's like 3 waves, but I'll almost track which wave that is. Second, third, I cannot tell. So a lot of armor to go for, like poor armor, only battleships, 2 HP. So the more DPS you bring, the better for you. This is kind of good by the side, so that's a benefit. But at the same time, I'm not for SQ. I'm for the blue loot and for the OP here. So I would prefer to kill it faster, but I have zero clue how to spawn them faster. Don't know about triggers. Okay, some of them are cruisers, some of them are better cruisers. So at least 4 better cruisers, 4 better cruisers, 4 elite cruisers. I don't wanna deal with the elite cruisers if I didn't bring anything to the table, like stanky as per battleships and not enough bounty. Just a buffer HP to deal with. And the next wave, let's see, that's still not what I'm looking for. Well, keep killing, I guess. But we got some frigates. And they're sneaky. Fifteen, 16, that's fine. So let's adjust our alignment and we're gonna start kiting. Let's see, still no commander spawn. That was the third war in a wave spawn, maybe an additional one, and that should be it, I think. I just wonder what's next to for the next wave is. And here we go. Next wave. Do we have anything yet? I'm not seeing any commanders. Ooh, fetching my drones. Wow. Took a while. Hmm, interesting. So you still need to figure frigates. Still waiting on the last wave. There it is. Finally. That took a long time to clear the site. So doesn't have a lot of HP, to be honest. It's just average one. So probably he should deal a lot of damage, and if you kite him, he won't. Plus he isn't that tanky. Yeah. He hit me once, so he might gonna do a lot of damage, but application-wise, he's absolutely not bad. And he's nearly done. Okay, let's approach. And thank you for watching. See you next time.